Hey folks, I'm back again. This is week number 11, going into week number 12 of my spicy diet journey. Talk about a little of the mental games you play with yourself on a diet. Stress related, whatever excuses you have, you put into the diet. I'm going to eat because of this, and really you got to take a step back and say, alright, the reason I am dieting is because I am out of control. The reason why you're trying to lose weight is because you don't have control of things, and you want to get control. So if you start using your excuses and mental games with yourself and saying, I want cheesecake because work sucks, and that's just not good enough. You need to focus your energies on why you're on this diet. Diets are not supposed to be temporary things to lose, cut some pounds or whatever. It's supposed to be a permanent thing for you. So being through so many diets in my life and being up and down so many times, I know what failure feels like. As I've said before many times, I've lost over 50 pounds in my life at least 7 times. At least. Now, it doesn't count all the 20 pounds and the 30 pounds I may have lost in between. But I've been up and down my whole life. And a lot of the failure is to myself, well, all the failure is to myself, because I could not get control of my bad eating habits. Now, the low-carb thing has always been good to me. I did it for 3.5 years on Atkins, about 6 years ago, I guess. Just trying to guess the timeline. And the reason it was so easy is because there's a lot of food you can eat. Low-carb, you just got to watch a lot of the things that go awry in the high carbs. It's the high carb pastas and the rice, whites, sugars and flours. So basically, you got to stay away from it. And soda. I was having a lot of soda. I've given up diet sodas as well as regular sodas for one reason. There's a high amount of sodium in diet sodas, and it's to get you to buy more. That salt makes you crave more, and so there's other chemicals in diet sodas that you're really not supposed to have. But I always felt it wasn't really, I was having so much diet soda, it was just almost like an addiction when you were in it. Now, it doesn't taste good to the person who has Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew all the time, but when you start having a diet, you get used to the flavor of it and you can deal with it. Well, I gave that up. I don't want to have soda addiction at all. And the caffeine as well. I have a lot of iced tea, especially when I'm going on vacation or going away for a weekend. It's the easiest form. I can just add some Splenda or some Sweet and Low or Nutra or whatever, NutraSweet. Any alternative usually does that for me, and I have a lot of iced tea, but I have water and I have a little squeezy bottles of the Mio drinks and stuff, and there's so many flavors out there to turn to now. So I do that. That's my alternative. I drink a lot more water to fill myself up on. If I get a craving for something snacky, you have cheese sticks. Pork rinds, as I've told before, has been my go-to. If I want to make meatballs or meatloaf, I could use that as my breadcrumbs. I could sprinkle on my salads as toppings for croutons, something crunchy. Bacon is gold in this. I have bacon bits on my salad as well, so I get that porky, delicious taste. Anyway, so the mental games that we all go through when we're dieting, you have to say to yourself when you start this diet that I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm not going to let that get in my way of me losing weight. When you're going to do this diet, you're going to have to make this a permanent thing in your life. You just can't choose. I am going to lose 30 pounds this month, and then the next month you're going to gain most of it back, and then the month before, next after that, I'm going to get back into it. That free fall is awful. It's the worst thing you can possibly feel. When you've lost all this weight, you put all this time in, month after month after month, and then you just let it fall apart on you. Nothing more degrading than coming back to work and people congratulating, and going to work and people congratulating you. Oh, you lost a lot of weight, blah blah blah, and you start slowly putting it on, and they see it. They don't want to say anything to you because they don't really want to be mean or self-degrading, degrading you in any way by bringing it up. But we know as people. There's people out there that maybe watch my video and don't have weight problems. You're watching it's easy to lose weight. A lot of people have faster metabolisms. For whatever my excuse has been over my whole life, I love food, but now it's a choice of what food I eat. I got my crock pot over here. I got a big piece of beef in there, top, bottom roast, whatever, top or bottom, I'm not sure what it is. Slow cooking it. I put some heavy cream in there, some Cajun seasonings. I saw a recipe with heavy cream in it, so I'm going to give this a go. I never put heavy cream in my crock pot. So it's about experimenting and keeping it low carb. The heavy cream's got 0 carbs per serving. The spices, no carbs whatsoever. A little bit of cheese in the spice, so there's no carbs in that. And I'm adding some celery, some mushrooms in there, so I have a little veggie action, and those vegetables are considered good for low carb diets. So my mind is set for the week. I have this meal not just for later tonight for dinner, but I'm going to have this meal for several days during the week because I made a lot of it. So I'm energizing it. I go, instead of making a whole chicken for myself, which I'm sure I could do very easily, I go to Costco, I buy a $5 bird, and I have that last for a week. I have like a quarter of it when I first buy it, have it hot, with some hot sauce, and then I break it up slowly each week, add it into my salad. A chicken salad with some bacon bits and crouton change of the pork rinds, and different salad dressings. Keeping it ranch, and those are the ranches technically, and Caesar salads tend to be more lower carb, but being very careful of that. I'm having carbs in my life every single day. We all have to, but it's what you choose and what kind of carbs you're going to do to make your life easier. So my video this week, the positives for me is I'm now wearing jeans that I was not able to fit into. It's one size lower than I was before I started this diet, so I am happy. I just put them on for the first time today. It's a little chilly outside, and I'm going to help my friend Eric move out of his house and out of his apartment where we're staying in into his new house. So I'm doing a little bit of that today, and so that'll be my form of exercise. I had some weight training with my friend yesterday, and still feel a little bit of burn on that. So I'm doing well. I'm losing weight. The shirts are fitting me better. Painting the pants better. It's a very positive outlook for me right now, and I hope I can inspire somebody out there with some of my tips or whatever. I've been through this so many times, been so many classes, a Nutrisystem and whatnot, that I know how to lose weight. It's easier for me. It's just when you start putting that weight back on, it's not easy at all. So this is Buddah from ILoveItSpicy.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.